Welcome everybody. We are in session 20 of our online class, which is the last session of the class. I think what we are going to do in between today and the time the next class begins. So the next class begins on March 11th, and you are all welcome to repeat the class. An unlimited number of times, no charge anyway. To have it happen, just write me individually, not in a group. In a group I cannot do it, but if you write me individually, say I want it, include me in the extra group, okay? And then here is the group. So here is your class, November 2013, and this is the extra group. So we just added a few people today. We've got 3 people. And when we send the invitations to the class, we send it to 2 classes. So the current class and the extra, where we have people from, God knows, any other previous class if they want to join. So here is your class. So, but you write to me individually. So in between today and March 11th, what we're going to do, we will meet on Tuesdays, not Mondays, but Tuesdays, same time, same place. I will send you an invitation at 6 p.m. local time and then whatever time you have, with the only purpose to go over your job search process. So you might have questions, you might have whatever issues might be there, so you are welcome to bring them up and we will go over. It doesn't have to be 1 hour long in time. It could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, as long as it takes. Okay, now since we are in the very last session, I will talk with you about most typical showstoppers which you are likely to encounter on your way to getting jobs. And you know what? We can start with people who are on the job market. Let's say we have Davron. Okay, let's ask Davron first. Okay, Davron, your microphone is on.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hey. So
Good.
let me ask you. When you talk to people, you talk to recruiters, or let's say overall, you go to the job market and new kind of profession. What are the major challenges you face?
So far, not sure. Actually, I got one interview like last week, so like Friday. So I got face-to-face interview. And before that, I got like a couple phone interviews. And other than that, every day, couple, 2, 3, recruiters calling and just talk to them. It makes me, get more. Every time I talk to them, I make comfortable now. In the beginning, I was like, a little shaky what I'm gonna say. Now I'm more comfortable.
Okay, let's put it this way. If we were able to go back in time and fix something, so what would you fix? How would you better prepare to what you are already facing on the job market? What are the weak points?
I think we have to concentrate to the tools too. I think to get the interview I had a little bit. I was weak at. They asked me some of the tools I can use. SQL. That was.
Oh, SQL.
SQL, yeah.
Okay.
So
any specific questions you might say everybody is asking about SQL?
SQL, most of the companies I got so far, so everybody wants, so you have a little bit background on the database. So they don't want you any automation, but they want to have knowledge about the SQL. So that's what I'm learning right now, watching some tutorials to get ready for the, and it's not that hard, I believe. So I just need more. And and test cases asking, did you really write a test case? Can I see the sample of the test cases? How you write it? So it was this type of questions, test case, test plan, and they don't go deep into like, how, about the projects. They ask, about the project, but, what's, quality center, what's this, what's that. But mostly like the tools, so test cases, how you guys meet with the team. So,
okay. I want to show you, probably I never pointed to that place on portnow.com, but if you go to portnow.com/data, so you know how to get there.
Yes.
But we have something here, Portnow School interview questions. Portnow School interview questions. That is a summary of questions we accumulated over time, reported by the students. And the QA questions, we have most of them answered on the data QA page. But if you keep scrolling down a little bit, you might see SQL questions, like how to join tables in SQL.
Yeah, that's what he asked me. My two questions he asked, what in the like face-to-face interview. First question was, let's see how you pull up the data from the database. I knew like select and from the database from.
Yes.
So I answered. Second question was disjoin. So I was not prepared. I didn't know about how to join it. And he said it's okay. He showed me, and so it was comfortable. It took us like. It was like an hour and a half interview. It was long interview. I was like almost tired, He was talking, explaining the company. And
okay, and
like last week.
Guys, one more thing I want you to pay attention to. If we go to campus Educadium here, we do have self-paced classes. And we have SQL self-paced class. We have Unix commands, which is very basic thing. We have Shell and Perl. It will not take much time, but the questions to finish the class, to finalize the class, you have to go through typical interview questions. That is the best preparation when it comes to SQL, for example, here. You might watch videos. We give you videos to watch, but here, based on those videos, based on the slideshows used in the videos, we put you into the situation in which you have to answer the questions. That is exactly how you prepare to the interview questions on HTML and Unix and Shell. You might say, I've never seen Unix in my life. It is perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine. Just spend, God knows, a couple of hours here with Unix commands, and all they want you, 9 out of 10, all they want you to know about Unix is maybe 6, 7 commands. And they will not ask you even 6, 7. They will ask you maybe 2, 3 commands. Or they might say, give me the command you know. Okay? So that is how you prepare to the technical part. So if you didn't do it yet, try. Because when you watch videos, it's good. But if in a week they ask you a question, you might not remember. But if you already answered the question, so one thing is listening, another one is answering. Because when you are listening, you are in a passive mode. When you are answering the question, so you are in active mode, which makes you to remember it for a longer time. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So we have lots of resources for job search. I'm just trying to show you. So that is what Davron is saying. Okay, let me move to another one. So Lara, let's talk to Lara just a second. So thank you very much. We will.
Thank you.
Okay, move to another person. So what is Lara here? Yes. Lara, your microphone is on. How are you doing? Lara, are you with us? So Lara was typing. No? Hello, Lara. Are you going to join us? No? Not okay. Lara is not answering yet. Let's go to Mikola. Mikola, can you hear me? Mikola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, how are you doing?
Good.
What's your answer to the question? I mean, if you would have a chance to prepare yourself before, with what you know already, so where you would spend some time, where you would put the focus on preparation?
I will definitely would gather some stuff about automation testing.
So, okay, it tells me you are getting lots of calls from recruiters interested in test automation.
Yeah, right.
Okay, is it recruiters or is it exactly people from companies?
Actually, it's mostly recruiters, but it was one recruiter from company. So
okay, inside recruiter. Okay, now, is it all
yeah.
about Selenium or any other tools?
No, it's Selenium WebDriver.
Okay, Selenium WebDriver. Okay, very interesting. But normally, see, my question is, recruiters normally are not technical people. They might ask you, do you know this, do you know that, but normally they will not ask you which command you will use to do such and such thing.
No, they didn't ask me some special stuff. They just asked me if I know.
Okay, what do you tell them?
I know some. As you recommended before that
Yes.
I didn't write my scripts, but I run somebody else's script.
Oh no! Don't say that. Don't say that. It is not. It is not exactly what I recommend, because that is the end of conversation. So, so you talk to recruiters, and recruiters, they don't know if you are good or not. And the major point here is the following: if company needs someone who is real good at automation, they will not even call you, because from your resume it's pretty much clear you are not a big-time test automation person. Your goal, though, is to bypass the recruiter, because a recruiter looks at 25 things, and the recruiter makes sure you are good with 25 things at the same time. And what you really need to be hired is being good with a couple of things. Writing bug reports, maybe doing test cases, some experience with mobile applications testing, that kind. So, out of 10 companies asking for Selenium in their job description, out of 10, maybe 8 do not need it at all. I mean, completely have no need in test automation. And then since they put it in their job description anyway, so then you talk to recruiters, and then the recruiter says, do you know that? And you're saying, I have no idea. You're saying, I can push a button to run it, but it's not like I can do it myself. So what you are saying, oh, obviously I can do it. And I do have some experience, no doubt about it. The question here is, if what I know is enough for that company, to hire me. You know what? Let's do it this way. Send my resume to this company. Schedule me an interview. Let me talk to them, and we'll see. That is exactly your point. When it comes to the company itself, so first of all, before you go there, you will prepare. You might spend entire night, preparing to that stuff, and it might give you some kind of, I don't know, better position when you talk about automation. But when you talk to the company, you will tell them your major focus was not on writing new test cases. You did some new test cases as well. It wasn't, but it wasn't your major goal. Your major goal was to make sure existing test cases are working, because anytime they come with another release, what happens? Some changes happen in functionality. Some changes happen in the graphic user interface. So that let's say button has different name now, that text field has different name now, and so on. And then you have to make sure the scripts are working. So you are much more in business of maintenance rather than of business of writing test cases. But you are pretty good at maintenance, and you can write them. It's not a big deal. That is what you're going to tell to the company when company calls you. But when you talk to recruiter, don't even try to be kind of explaining them the details of that. They have no idea. Whatever you tell them, they trust you. If you tell them, I'm pretty good, they say, he's pretty good. If you tell them, I don't know any much, I'm just kind of, my knowledge is very superficial, they think, okay, he's superficial. And then if they realize you have superficial knowledge, they disqualify you. So basically you disqualify yourself and they do not send your resume. So when you deal with recruiters, your major focus is to make sure a recruiter sends your resume. Okay? And you tell them what they want to know to send your resume. If you give them more sophisticated, more detailed information, so you're going to lose because you do not give it to the right people. They have to be confident there is some money to be made out of you. And that is the only motivation they have, making a few bucks. And pretty good bucks, by the way. But if you are not sure, if you are kind of shaky in your positioning, so then they not good enough. And whatever abbreviations they come with, whatever automation tool, whatever, I don't know. So you are where do you live? In which area?
It's northwest suburbs in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Okay. Chicago is a big market, I can tell you. And they have lots of companies and they want automation, for example. And but Chicago doesn't have lots of people there. If I show you, if as a recruiter, let's do it. I am okay. What is your zip code?
60090.
60090, like that. One extra. Yeah. 60090. And as a recruiter, 40 miles. And if I say Selenium, just Selenium, and I say, okay, search, and by default it looks at 90 days, but let's say if I search for 7 days, how many people? 36. Out of 36 people, how many do have it in their yellow stuff? Look at that. We have Linar, who is looking for H-1B sponsorship. Okay, with Linar. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. So now you look at that. Hassan has nothing to do with that, and he is performance tester. So Selenium is not performance testing tool. And then we have Mikola. Okay, you somehow you do not have Selenium in your skills here. Maybe it is. Maybe you just didn't want to emphasize Selenium, but since you have it anyway somewhere, okay, they find you. You are number what? 1, but Linares they will filter him out immediately. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are number 4. That is why they call you. And that's it. See what happens. And the rest of the people, they don't even have Selenium in their skills. It might be somewhere in their resume itself. No people, 0 people. That is why it happens. So do you want to put it in your skill set, or you don't want them to call you with Selenium? You don't know. Okay, but if they call you anyway, look, you are positioned very well. So what if we do WebDriver? You might be even higher. Okay, Alexander, Mike. Pretty much same story. Mm-hmm. Nothing changed. Those 3 guys have Selenium and WebDriver in their desired position. So basically, when it comes to automation, guys, and it's not just about Mikola, it's about all of you. Wherever you are, when people search for WebDriver or Selenium, if you have it anywhere in your skills, you're going to be found very well. So the point here is be prepared. Use it as a hook, and just remember. The fact they are searching for Selenium people doesn't mean they really need Selenium, or doesn't mean you do not have enough for that specific job. So 8 out of 10, guys, you are good enough. Don't be afraid, don't be scared, don't downgrade yourself. Say, absolutely no problem. Meanwhile, guys, nobody says you cannot spend an hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day, just looking, watching the videos we have for you in Selenium. But my understanding is if you spend 2 hours, okay, it will give you 90% of what you will need out of and what you might use out of 50 hours. You don't have to go for more than 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. That's it. You just need a little bit. You are not going to become real good in test automation just by watching videos. And again, in Chicago, we have so many people, and we have so many, who got job already, and we have so many companies, and so just do not push them away. Let them send your resume to those companies, and they might say, yeah, well, it's okay, let's talk anyway. And that is exactly what you want. And we have lots of stories like that. Okay, so in your opinion, so Selenium is the only area where you feel you are missing something. Is it the case, or we want more than that? Do they ask you about SQL? Do they ask you about test cases?
Nobody asked me about SQL, but they asked me about test cases.
What do you tell them about test cases?
That I know to do it.
Okay.
I know to write, I know to execute them.
Okay. Don't talk about execution. Execution is like $12 per hour job. Mm-hmm. Your value is in being able to write test cases. You say, you can tell them, I think I'm pretty good at test cases. I've done a lot. How often, or let's say altogether, how many times you were told by those guys, I am sending your resume to such and such company?
Zero. Zero.
Nobody told you I am sending your resume?
Yeah. But insiders recruiter called me and he was interviewing, so, but nobody from some.
Okay, but that is what happens. You push them away, okay? You have to make sure they tell you, okay, I'm sending your resume to such and such company. And when they tell you that, write down the company name. Because you do not want more than one recruiter to submit your resume for same position. Otherwise, it might disqualify you, because if they hire you, they don't know who has to get the money. So there might be some conflict. So make sure your resume doesn't go to more than one manager. If it is a big company, they might have 3, 4, 5, 10 different teams. It's okay, but just make sure it goes just to one person. You ask them, when the recruiter says, okay, I'm sending your resume to blah, blah, blah company. You say, just a second, wait, okay, I'm writing, so would you please spell the company name? Yes, would you please spell the manager name? Don't be afraid, ask them and write it down. Just to make sure you avoid the duplication in the future. Okay. So no face-to-face interviews yet?
Not yet, but one of the company I passed interview with recruiter. It was a phone interview, and he said that he will connect me with their QA engineer, and it's going to be the second phone interview. I believe it should be tomorrow.
Okay, so you are in some process then.
Yeah, and they was looking for automation testing, but when I said that I'm that I can just run somebody else scripts, they said it's okay, we will teach you, it's not a big deal. So, and they tell me that they have really good how they said it. Like really good salary, benefits, and all that.
Okay. They still want to make some money out of it. Okay.
And they will teach me.
Yeah, you can tell them I took some training in Selenium because it is very rare. If you look at people on the market, maybe 1 out of 100 did take some classes in Selenium. Really, it comes with some value. You can say, I've done some and I actually did go through the Selenium class, which is not bad. Okay, so who is the next? Let me see in my list of people who said, okay, just a second, where are you guys? Wait a second. Okay, Igor. Okay, let's go to Igor. Okay. Igor. Yes, your microphone is on.
Hi, Mike.
Yes, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Yes, we are waiting for job offers reported by you guys.
Okay, Mike. I don't have to tell too much about I will been contacted by recruiters only by mail sometimes.
Not by phone?
Not by phone. Just only from one my friend who working with one huge company. He just gave me a couple questions what I should be prepared if I go. He called me to interview maybe next week or so. So actually we have bad weather condition and everybody stuck, in the city. That's
Okay,
recruiters only.
You can do it over Skype.
No, they want to see me in their office. As soon as he will contact me again as soon as weather condition is gone. So we had lots of snow in Portland, Oregon. It's trouble here.
Oh, you are in Portland.
Yes,
okay, I'm just trying to find you by name. And did I misspell your name? Last name?
Yeah, that's correct. Correct.
Okay, then search, and I cannot find you anywhere in US. Interesting.
Try zip code. Try by zip code.
Wait, what if I uncheck here? Nuh-uh. Okay, let's try. Let me try to find you in. Okay, zip code. Yes, what's the zip code?
97015.
7015. 97015. Okay. Let's do QA. Wait a second. And it's not 90 days, it's maybe 7 days. Let me see you. QA web.
What happened? I don't know.
Let me see. 1, 2. No, I do not see you at all. You are not on the market. I mean, your profile is not searchable there.
Let me double check.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. I tried by last name, but.
So I got Mike. I got 2 questions
Yes, sure.
from that recruiter. No, it's not recruiter. Actually, that guy working in a specific company. He told me be prepared to answer experience with Selenium. What you talk about. Give me example of what you did with Selenium. If you show in resume.
Okay, so
especially for BIM application, what's in our resumes.
okay, you say you can say it was my responsibility to run release acceptance test, so now I cannot see in the entire state of Oregon. I don't know. It was my responsibility to run the release acceptance test, which was automated using Selenium. And practically every release, the test would fail in a couple of places, so it was my responsibility to go and find out why it failed. So either it is a problem of the release acceptance test, failing the release acceptance test, or it was a problem related to graphic user interface changes or some functionality changes. And most of the cases it was, I just had to fix the script. So you have to look at the script, you have to find where it fails, you have to analyze why it fails, and then if the problem is in the script, you fix the script. That is what you do. You are not a big-time test automation guy, but if they want you to do more than that, you're going to be more than happy to do it. You can use it. It's not a tool which scares you or which requires like PhD in computer science. Not really.
Okay.
Somehow I don't know where.
I'm check right now. It's set radio button searchable for me.
Searchable. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know what to say. So searching the entire country. I don't know. No. Nobody with that last name. Okay, but did people call you today?
No, just the email. Just emails.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, but I do not see you. Are you also on the Monster and Career Builder?
No, Mike. No.
Why?
No.
Look, if you need a job, just be there. I mean.
Okay. Okay. Sure. I plan
And
to do that.
then try and so we have Monster, Dice, and Career Builder. Number one. Number two, we have to post our resumes, we have to update our resumes, and we have to send them out. There are jobs in your area where you can apply, and you can apply directly using Craigslist. You can apply by finding jobs on Monster and Career Builder.
Oh yes,
and
I plan to do that. Right.
Okay, so it would be very smart to do. Now let's. Okay. Okay, so who is next in that list? We have Anna. Okay, let's talk to Anna. Okay, Anna. No. Anna, yes. So Anna, your microphone is on. Anna Satyavada. Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. Anna?
Hi.
Yes, hi. So what is your story?
Yeah, I posted my resume like 2 weeks back.
Uh-huh.
DICE, Career Builder,
Mm-hmm.
Monster. I got a lot of calls from recruiters, a lot of emails. I went to some recruiters. But nothing has gone beyond just the recruiters.
Okay, recruiters, how often do they tell you, I am sending your resume to such and such company?
Well, 4 of them, they did submit it to the companies.
Uh-huh.
One of them, they already hired a candidate.
Mm-hmm.
One.
You're disappearing. Cannot hear much.
2 of them I heard back from. One, they already hired somebody else.
Mm-hmm. So no face-to-face interviews. And another question, any phone screenings from the companies?
Sorry, what's that?
Did companies call you for phone screening or some conversation? Did anybody call you from companies rather than recruitment agencies?
No, it's just recruiters, that's all.
So how many times you were told, I am sending your resume to the company?
4 times.
4 times. Within 2 weeks?
Yes.
Not much. Are you sending resumes out yourself?
I just sent one. I didn't send many yet.
Why?
Too many positions in the area, so I don't.
Okay, let me try. Okay, let's do it. So what's your? You will give me your zip code in a second. Just a second. So we go to dice.com. Okay, we go to advanced job search, and then we say, you remember we have that Boolean expression. QA or SQA or test or tester or quality, and we do not want manager, lead, and senior. And we do that in your zip code, which is what?
44147.
44147.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. Okay. Well, it has to be in title, and let's search for 7 days. Just a second. Let's do it again. So we've got 86 positions for 7 days search. So let's say 100 a week. And you could send maybe 40, 50 out of that. Oh, wait a second. Why is it admin? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have to do it again. We have to check that box. Yes. Okay, 34 jobs. 34 jobs. So maybe 15, maybe 20 positions you could send. We have combination of support and testing. Automation, hardware testing is not what you want. System integration and test could be. Manual software quality assurance just came today. RSL Logic 5, okay. Test technician. So I would say you can send more than one. If I do it just for 1 day, it will be 23 positions, out of which you can easily send 10. I think.
Okay.
QA engineer, tester, and it might look like you're not exactly a decent match to the position, but you remember the rule. The rule is 50% match. If you have in your resume at least 50% of what they want, send it. Look at that. Let's say QA functional tester, Kforce. Kforce is a big agency. So what does it say? Okay, it talks about them. We are committed, blah, blah. Our client is seeking. That is the entire description. Just look at that. QA functional tester in Valley City need to have SQL, ETL, data stage capabilities. SQL. Okay, you have capabilities, no problem. Experience with AS2, ETL using data storage, SQL queries, testing Oracle to Oracle. Well, you're not 100%, but I would say it's enough to apply. Because if I look now, look at that. If I do that same thing in your area as a recruiter, okay, let me go back. If as a recruiter I go there and do that again, what's your zip code again?
44147.
44147. If I do that in your area and I say just QA, whatever, web, as we do, and so where are the people? Actually, just a second. I had to check that box. And one more time. 4.
147.
147. Just in case, let me select it. Cut. Okay. And then let me make it not 90 days, but let's say 7 days. What are we looking at in your area? You. Then Alexander, that's it. So it's not like they really have, let's say QA SQL. Okay, let's do SQL. What do they have there? Again, it's 2 of you. And that's it. And honestly, somehow he says 15 years and you are saying 2 years. But from outside, people say, so you're not competing with each other. If they need someone with 15 years, or someone who is on, kind of lower scale. So my point here is, sending resumes out is important because they are not picky. I mean, they cannot afford to be picky.
Okay.
See what I mean? They just cannot afford anything. So if you do not apply with your resume, they will never have a chance to think, well, maybe she is good. Okay, let's talk at least. See what I mean?
Okay.
And so they might say, okay, if we can teach her within a reasonable period of time, so let's try. And that is what the job market is about. They are not able to find anything close enough, especially when it comes to the financial part of that. If you look at how much they are going to pay, so they might not be paying well. Yeah. I don't know where is your. Are they saying how much? I don't know. I do not see. I do not see the money here. Okay, so and that is how you get a job. So you are in the area where you are not competing with anybody, which is cool, really. So if you send out 10 resumes, you might get maybe contacted 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah. Well, what you're saying?
In my area, like for the automation tool, they are mostly looking for QTP. Is there any way that I can get some hands-on experience with QTP?
Again, you can learn QTP if you go to for example, if you go to okay, let me show you. If you go to that page data, portnow.com/data, can you see? And you scroll down a little bit. We used to teach QTP a lot, and here it is. So user's guide. Some certification questions for QTP, but then we have PowerPoints. We have lectures from 1 to 10, and we have PowerPoints for that stuff. We didn't videotape much, but you can go through the lectures, and then QTP could be installed for, I believe, 30 days or 15 days for free if you can do that. My suggestion is do not install it on your system. Create a virtual machine in your system and install it inside of the virtual machine and make a backup. And then in 2 weeks after that temporary installation is done, delete the virtual machine and restore it from your backup. And you have another 2 weeks. And another 2 weeks. And you can have it forever. And if you go to YouTube and you type QTP, you will see some stuff there. And again, you do not need too much of that. You just do not need too much. And again, it's overall your understanding of test automation rather than specific tools. For example, if they need QTP, you might be doing better off with Selenium because they don't care much about Selenium, but what's important, you know what's test automation.
Right.
And they're not going to examine you on Selenium because they don't care. But we do have some resources. We have user's guide, and there might be maybe a newer user's guide available. It's normally downloadable, but we do have some. In Silicon Valley, QTP is almost dead, so we do not see it anymore. It's much more Selenium than QTP. I don't know why it happens that way, but that is the way it is. Okay. So, and again, do not expect to be hired for the position for which you are a perfect match. It is not going to happen. Or let's say the definition of perfect match is 50% to maybe 75%. That is the way. So you can change the definition. Do not downgrade yourself. Do not disqualify yourself. Let them decide if they want to talk to you. And this is just DICE. And we still have Monster, and we still have Career Builder. So you can apply to many more, positions. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Michael.
Oh, my pleasure. And then see who is the next. We have Andrei. Okay, let's go to Andrei. Andrei, yes, he's here. So, Andrei, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So, what is your story? Anything you would suggest others to focus on to be better prepared for talking to recruiters?
Well, so far, I haven't had any interviews, but talking to the recruiters, they ask a lot of Selenium. And,
what exactly do they ask about Selenium? Any specific questions?
I mean, they don't ask a lot. I just meant that nearly all of them ask about Selenium.
Okay, they ask how good you are or what?
I don't know. They haven't asked me how good I was, but they just asked me if I used it. I said, yeah, I used a little bit, and I...
No, don't say a little bit. Just say sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm working on that.
Okay.
And I say I learned at school too. I had classes on it.
So. Okay, it's very good. Now, how many times you were told, I am sending your resume to such and such company?
So far, maybe 4 or 5, but 2 of them sent 2 resumes at the time, so I think.
So there was
6, 7.
okay, 6, 7. Okay. Anybody called you from companies?
Only once on a Friday
Uh-huh.
last week. I had like a phone screening. They called from the I think one of the managers.
For how long?
The conversation?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
15, 20 minutes maybe.
Okay. Did they ask you?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Did they ask you anything which was a confusion, you didn't know what to say, or you felt like, oh God?
It was kind of comfortable conversation to a point. I always get uncomfortable talking about my experience because I had to embellish it a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of that's the least comfortable thing for me. If they ask about Selenium, I can say a thing or two, and they just understand that it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the most uncomfortable thing for me, just to speak about what I've done. But I'm working on it. But that screening was, I think I liked the tone of it, and he asked me to send the resume after that. And so I did, and I was thinking of calling them back today, but I think maybe I'll just call them back tomorrow just to see if they received it or not.
Okay. We have one more person here asking to look at your resume in the extra group. So we have Anna. Okay, the zip code is 07302. We have Anna, and looking for 90 days. Okay, 90 days is fine. Okay, we are in New York area. I do not see so far anybody who might look like Anna. Oh, okay, Anna. We have Anna here. Is it? Are you that Anna or? No, I'm not sure. We have quite a few Annas here. So guys, let's make it not 90 days. Let's make it maybe 7 days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Olga, Bogdan, Polina, Stanislav, Anna. So here is one Anna, and that's it. I have just one Anna here. Guys, I don't know what to say. We have just one Anna, and if we look at her profile, what I would say, we do have QA as a standalone field, we have web as a standalone field. Looks like we have all 20 fields used. We have 3 times web, we have few times QA. Looks very good, by the way. The posting looks very good. I think the only reason Anna is not above those guys, so maybe the resume itself. So they might have more things in their resume, but looks like they are pretty much of same quality. Okay, so guys, anybody with questions here? Please write, because we are very close to the end of the class. So any questions we can discuss today? Okay, let's try to bring Clara to the conversation. Somehow there was no sound on her side. Let's try again. Okay, Laura, your microphone is on. Can you talk? Laura? Okay. Emily is asking about certificate. Guys, it is very simple. Let me write it for you. I will write. You know what? I will write it right here. So you can send an email to Stacy at portnow.com, and Stacy does all the certificates. And the way it happens, she prints a physical certificate, scans that certificate, and sends you the attached file. And when you print it out, it looks pretty much like the original one. So it's a high quality thing. And when you write to Stacy, so in the title of your message, you say online certificate request. Okay, request. Online certificate request. And then inside of the message, tell her what's your name. Let's say Anna, whatever, Lipstein. Okay, and graduated in let's say May 2013. So that is what you tell, what you provide to Stacy, and then she will write you in the certificate. In certificate there is no exact date, but there is a month and year. So that is how you get your certificates. And no matter in which group you are, that is the way to go. We have people in the extra group. Okay. Okay, then Anna is asking, okay, what if when I go to face-to-face interview, they ask me about how I use Selenium? Here is the point. If they need someone who is good at Selenium, they will not call you for the interview. The very fact you have that interview, the very fact you see them face-to-face, means they do not need much of Selenium. And so just spend an hour with Selenium, install it. It takes 10 minutes, and we have video on how to install it. And then record a couple of test cases, and that is what you're going to tell them. It's not a big deal. So just do it for an hour, and you will be okay talking. And you are not pretending you are real good. And you tell them you were responsible for maintaining the release acceptance test, which was like about 50 test cases. Exercising basic features like creating an account, logging into the account, that kind. That is what the test was doing. And then Tatiana from extra group. Okay, let's go to. And Tatiana is asking to look at her resume, her profile, and she comes with the zip code, which is 92128. To me, it sounds like Southern California. Okay, let's go. Yes, San Diego. We have Nayana here. Okay, Nayana is our on-campus student. Okay, let me do for 1 week. Nayana, Dmitry, Arnold. Says that Arnold has nothing to do with our school. And somehow he is above Tatiana. Oh yes, he is above Tatiana because she does not have any valuable keyword in her skills. Look at that. Tatiana, you do not have QA, you do not have web, you do not have mobile. It looks like your profile was created by a robot. So when you uploaded your resume, the robot found familiar keywords, and that is how it happened. Now you have to go in, and you have to provide the keywords. You have to say QA and web and test and tester, and you have 20 fields here. So that is how you should do it. I mean, even right now, for 1 week search, you are still 1, 2, 3, number 4. But I would say you have no reason, for being number 4. You have all the reasons to be number 1 or 2. Honestly, I don't know why. I mean, it's very easy to beat that guy, Arnold. He doesn't have valuable keywords either, so you can beat all of them. So that is my suggestion. Then you look at that, no years of experience, and you didn't touch that. You just let it happen. Okay, so if you really do touch, if you really modify it to your advantage, so it will be to your advantage. And what's specifically important here, when you do that, when you learn how to do that with keywords for your skills here, okay, then you go to Monster, you go to Career Builder, and you do it over there, so your exposure to good things will triple, at least. It might be 10 times, I don't know, but at least it will triple. And that is what I would suggest to do. And guys, you're always welcome to call and write, and I will do it for you when it comes to the job market thing. And I'm a little bit concerned with who was it? Whom I cannot find. Yeah. So it's not the right thing to do. So I have to be able to find you. Yeah, Igor. I couldn't find him. Okay, guys. It comes to the end of that session and the formal end of the class. But it is just very formal because indeed we are not done until you get a job. And so if you want to join the extra class, please let me know. And Tuesday next week, not tomorrow, but Tuesday next week, we will be here with your questions and job market situation. Just make sure you prepare the questions for me to answer, because so far I am initiating the questions, and so we want you to come with questions. So will we meet tomorrow, next week? So Hassan is asking, Hassan, we will meet next week, Tuesday next week, and our focus is primarily your job market situation. But if you have technical questions, QA questions, please, it's your time, and whatever questions you have, you are very welcome to bring them up. And I've got 2 more resume requests over the weekend, and hopefully I will do them, if not today, then tomorrow. And Michael, since I cannot hear you, Lara says, oh God, my question, how many years we should claim we have on interview? I put 2 years in my DICE profile for skin, but I don't really... Okay, Lara, Lara, okay, let's talk over the phone. Okay, it is kind of private stuff. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and I am getting off the record.